Hi there everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Today I'm going to guide you through a quick practice that you can do after you have done some type of more strenuous form of exercise, like maybe going for a run, maybe lifting weights, maybe going to the gym or playing a sport. Just a way for you to signal to your body that the exercise is complete, to give yourself a little bit of TLC to stretch out any of those muscles that you were using intensely, and to relax for a little bit. So this is a cool down practice, so we're not going to be doing anything that is strenuous, anything that involves strengthening our muscles. We're going to begin in child's pose. So come around into table, widen your knees apart, about the width of your mat, just wider than your hips. Big toes touch, send your hips back towards your heels, reach your arms forward and rest your forehead down towards the mat. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you could stack your forearms and rest your head on your forearms, or bring a block or a bolster underneath your head or your chest. Otherwise, getting this nice full body stretch. Let go of the weight of your head, relax your shoulders, soften your hips. Take a few breaths here. Take a moment to reflect on all of the ways you've moved your body today. Feel gratitude for your body and all that it can do. And feel gratitude for the times that your body told you to pause, when your body gave you a boundary or a limitation. Say thank you to your body for communicating with you and keeping you safe. On your next breath in, lift your head, look towards your hands. Exhale, shift forward into Sphinx. So you're going to slide your arms forward, slide your belly down to the mat. Walk your legs back in line with your hips. Shoulders right underneath, elbows right under your shoulders. That makes a little bit more sense. Forearms parallel and palms down. Press your arms down to pull your heart through. Draw the shoulders away from your neck. Reach back through your toes. Lift up through the crown of your head. The gaze can be down past your nose or close your eyes. Slow your breath down. Feel your heart rate calming down too. From here, we'll move into our downward dog. This will probably be the most activating pose that we'll do today. Draw your hands under your shoulders, press into your hands to roll back up to table. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward dog. So this is a great way to get into the hamstrings, the calves, the ankles, alternating the bends of the knees, shifting the hips side to side. Also a great stretch for your lower back. Whenever you're ready, come to a static downward dog. Reach through your arms, lift your hips high. Imagine that you're being pulled in opposite directions. So someone is lifting your hips up and someone is reaching through the arms. You're reaching through your arms and they're pulling you towards the mat. Nice long spine. We'll get a little bit into the hips here. Inhale, reach your right leg into the air. Bend your right knee, open up your hip. Point that knee towards the ceiling. One more breath in. Exhale, draw your right knee through, right behind your wrist, dropping it down, pointing the toes towards the left. Walk your left knee back into your pigeon pose stretch. Reach back through those left toes. Pull your heart forward, let your hips drop down. If your hips don't come down to the mat or you feel like you're really far away from the floor, you can bring a pillow, block, or blanket underneath your hips. Maybe you stay on your hands, or maybe you lower to forearms, or you could rest your head down on stacked hands or forearms. A few breaths here. Inhale, lift your head. Walk your hands back in. Walk your left knee back in. And then you can slide your right leg back, lift the hips up and back to downward dog. We'll do that on the opposite side. Ground down through your right leg, lift your left leg, bend the left knee, open your hip, squeeze the heel towards the glute to get the thigh stretch. One more breath in. Exhale, left knee behind the left wrist, point the toes to the right, walk your right knee back, and lower down to the forearms. Several breaths here. Find your pose. Inhale, start to lift onto your hands, lift your head. From here, you can just shift your weight to your left hip and swing your right leg around in front of you. Extend your legs out long. And then we're going to bend into the right knee, planting the right foot on the mat to the inside of your left leg. Or you could cross your leg over and plant the foot to the outside of your left leg instead. You just want to be sure that you have all four corners of that foot grounded whenever you do this variation. Bring your right fingertips behind you for support. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of your right leg, pressing the arm into the leg. If this is a bit difficult, if it kind of feels like you're right here, instead just hook your arm around the leg and use that to pull your chest through and open the chest towards the right. 2 more breaths. Exhale, look forward and release forward. And then we're going to stack the right knee on top of the left knee. So your right heel could be resting to the outside of your left glute. Flex back through the right toes and walk your hands forward. Maybe even grab a hold of the toes if you can and pull the toes back as you fold forward. Big stretch for the left leg. Also a nice stretch for the outer right hip. One more breath in and out. Inhale, lift your head, release your hands, come back to upright. Let's do that on the other side. Extend your right leg, bend your left knee, sole of your left foot on the mat to the inside of the right leg or crossing over. So here it's a little bit easier to see. Having the whole foot grounded, pressing down through all four corners of that foot as you bring your left fingertips behind you for support. Inhale, right arm up, and either hooking the elbow around the arm or taking the right arm to the outside of the left leg to twist. Gazing towards the left or gazing back past the left shoulder. One more breath in. Exhale, look forward and release. Stack your left knee on top of your right. Again, heel is coming towards the outside of the right glute. Walk your hands forward. Maybe see if you can grab a hold of the top of the foot. Press the toes back, pull the toes back, fold. Big stretch. One more breath in and out. Inhale, lift your head. Walk your hands back, come back to upright, extend your legs out long. And then we're going to come into an elevated leg position. So you can do this by stacking some pillows on top of one another. If you have a couch or a chair nearby, you could pull your mat up to that couch or that chair, and you're going to place the calves, the fleshy part of the calves into the chair or onto the couch. Or if you're like me and you're near a wall, we're just going to come into legs up the wall. So I like to do this by laying down onto my right side first and scooting my hips as close to the wall as I want to be. And then as I lay down on the right side and I roll over, extending my legs up, and then the legs are going up the wall. So this is really one of the best things you can do after you have done any type of strenuous activity. This is also great to do if you spend a lot of time on your feet for your work. It's also a great thing to do if you spend a lot of time in a chair. Really, this is just benefiting our circulation. Letting the blood flow the opposite way. So this is the last pose we're doing today, either letting your legs rest into the chair or letting your legs rest up the wall. Using this time to completely relax your body, to let your mind quiet down for a bit, level out your breath, calm your heart rate. You'll hear my voice in just a few moments, letting you know to come back into your space. So until then, enjoy this time of intentional relaxation. Remaining just as you are, bring your awareness back to your breath. When you feel ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, wrists and ankles. Maybe eventually taking one more big full body stretch, reaching the arms up, breathing in, breathing out, letting it go. In your own time, bring your legs into your body, being careful of any props or furniture that you have around you, rolling over to one side and slowly pressing your way up to a seat. I'll meet you there. There's no rush. Sitting up nice and tall, drop the shoulders down, and feel gratitude for yourself for choosing to care for your body today, to give it a proper cool down after pushing it a little bit. perhaps. Restoring your body, and also perhaps restoring your mind and your emotions, acknowledging how you feel in your thoughts and in your emotions after that practice. With gratitude in our hearts, palms together, closing with a breath in through the nose, sigh it out. When you're ready, you can flutter your eyelids open. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me, sharing your practice with me. I hope that this has served you well. Please do come back to my channel sometime after your next workout to get a nice little cool down. I also have a warm up, so if you're looking for a way to warm up your body before you go and do your other form of exercise or sport, whatever it is that you like to do, please come back to my channel for that. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I put out a new class like this every single Sunday, and I hope to see you there in the near future. Thank you. Namaste.